Ragasa and I play Jelena. She's a 22-year-old who just graduated from college. She's Filipino but was born in America, and when she visits the Philippines, she kind of has trouble between learning about her Filipino culture again and really finding her true identity.
Hi, my name is Janelle and I'm playing Annalyn.
Hi, I'm Carmela and I'm playing Josie.
Hi, I'm Mara and I'm playing Marisol.
Isabel and I play Jolene, and she's a sister of Jelena. I would describe her as very shy, timid, not as confrontational as Jelena. She's the older sister, however, but I think she kind of looks up to Jelena in a way, being more open and being able to speak her mind.
Hello, my name is Isabella Jacinto, and I play the character Reina in this year's PCN. A little bit about Reina is that she's definitely the toughest of the cousins. She's very blunt and unapologetic, but she means it out of love, even if it doesn't come across that way.
I'm Camille Santiago and I play Cassandra May in this year's PCN. Cassandra May is turning 18 this year. She's having a debut, and you can describe her as a debutantzilla. She's very spoiled, and she's a perfectionist. I don't know.
My name is Gabe Quijano, and I play Josh, aka Perez. Josh is Cassandra's boyfriend and escort for her debut.
I'm Jessica Huy and I play Alexa, and Alexa, she is Cassandra's best friend and her right-hand woman.
My name is Jax. I am going to be playing the role of Ricardo, aka Rick. My character is the husband of Josie and the father of Jelaine and Jelena. Kind of like a joyful kind of dad and a happy-go-lucky kind of person. I'm a really big family man. I'm normally the one kind of being the referee of the family, kind of trying to keep the peace when anything goes wrong. But other than that, I'm a really fun, happy guy that's just ready to go to the Philippines and enjoy the vacation with my family.
I'm Kyle Pring. I play Josh. Josh is a very quiet guy. I don't see him as someone who would confront people in a way. I definitely see him as also the peacemaker among the cousins, so he's definitely an exaggerated version of myself.
What's up? My name is Josh Ordaz. I play Rael. Let's see, he is a very playful and at the same time troubled character, and you're gonna see why. Not gonna spoil it.
My name is Kevin Del Rosario, and my character name in this year's PCN is John John, and I'm also the department head for the modern side of this year's PCN.
Hey, I'm Chloe.
And I'm Terry.
I'm Risa.
I'm Stephanie.
And I'm Leanne.
And we're the Script Sisters. Dun, 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 dun.
I'm Ali Quintilla. Hello, my name's Hannah Pham, and we are PCN singing.
Choir directors?
Yeah, choir directors, conductors. Yeah, that's our role, kind of. And we've just been helping all the choir members kind of practice and sing correctly, or I hope it is correct, We tried our best, so we gave it our all, so
you determine that.
I'm Sandra.
I'm Mara.
I'm Bella.
I'm Josette.
I'm Janice.
And we're the Cultural Babes.
And we're the heads of choreographing Filipino cultural dances.
Hi everyone, my name is Marjorie.
Hi, my name's Alyssa.
Hi, I'm Hannah, and we
are Glam Squad
heads. Glam Squad basically works with all of our actors and performers. We do everyone's hair and makeup, and we also work with cultural and modern and actors. We help do their costumes and their quick changes.
I'm Lynn, I'm set design head, and I come up with the designs for the sets based on the script. I also decide what materials to use, the overall vision, and just how everything's carried out in general.
DJ Santos, and I'm a senior, and this is my 4th year as a stage crew member, and this year I am a stage crew head. And essentially what stage crew does is we prepare the stage on stage and prepare everything backstage, get all the props ready. I work along with Lynn in set design, so that way we make sure that everything is prepared for our backgrounds, and yeah.
thing that the audience should keep in mind is to have an open mind throughout the show. There are things that we will be covering that can be a little sensitive, but if you keep an open mind, I promise you, you will be able to relate to all the characters within this year's production.
To definitely keep an open mind.
So one thing that the audience should keep in mind is that we will have the cleanest transitions in the dark. You won't even realize how nice everything will look when it's dark and pitch black out, but me and my stage crew will make sure that everything is prepared and looks great for everyone that's going to be coming on stage.
Something you should keep in mind for this show is, first of all, watch out for Act 2, because that's where I'm going to be in. And overall, we cover some controversial, or we cover topics in the show that's very, very important, that's not really talked about. But I hope that you learn something from this, you take away something from the show and my character.
I think the audience should have an open mind when they're watching this show. There's a lot of different themes, and it's really relatable to everybody.
So something to keep in mind when you watch a show is the progression of all of the characters. From the first act, they might be, somewhat a little bit different, and as the story goes along, there will be a lot of progression. Just keep a note of every single character. Even like those who don't have a lot of lines, just keep in mind that there is progression in all of our characters. You might even be able to relate to some of them.
I think that the audience should keep in mind that the characters in the play are just characters. We don't actually believe some of the stuff that we're saying, especially with Anna, especially my character. And there's reasons why they believe the stuff that they do. It might be like the way they were raised, the time they were raised, where they were raised, and that what's important is if we do encounter people like this, that we encourage education and just try to have an open mind on how to tackle these problems.
I really hope that the audience decides to fully immerse themselves in this show and kind of just forget everything else that's going on in your life. Really take these 2 hours to involve yourself in the story and find ways that Jalena's hardships, not only Jalena, but everyone else in the show, everyone kind of goes through their own thing, and see how that really relates to you.
I think one thing that the audience should keep in mind is that the show is definitely focused on cultural identity and finding yourself and trying to figure out who you are as a person. So I think that the audience should definitely appreciate the many cultures that we have.
So this year's PCN is about cultural identity and bridging the gap between being Filipino and Filipino.
So the first modern piece it's called B-Day, and it is kind of me paying homage to my first year as roll call and modern head when we went to Friendship Games, and the song in the show is kind of this dance rehearsal, and the song is called B-Day because it is a performance for a cotillion. The second piece is called Personal, and it is by Kehlani. And I also had some help choreographing this with the other modern heads, Nico and Carol. And pretty much how it relates to PCN is there's one pretty heavy scene. I don't want to make any spoilers, but pretty much the piece alludes to the scene right before that. The third piece is kind of just a little project I did with 5 other people, choreographed by myself, Izzy and Sam, and pretty much it is right before also another heavy scene. It is Could Have Been by her and Tone Stith, and it pretty much alludes to a confrontation.
PCN this year really connected with me because it's not just a whole idea of yes, I'm Filipino, but I feel like everyone that will be able to watch the show, if you're not even Filipino yourself, it will really help to just you will be able to connect to it somehow.
And as for me, as a fellow Filipino American, this really resonated with me because I relate to the character where in America, I feel like I didn't fit in because, oh, I'm not this, so I can't really fit in, I can't relate to them. And the 1 week I went to the Philippines, it was kind of hard because I couldn't really connect with
the people that I got to meet because I couldn't speak the language, and it was frustrating, definitely frustrating, and it made me wish that I learned Tagalog. Off of that, like, it's a very important role, like what Hannah said. Even if you're not Filipino, any other ethnicity or race that you identify as, it could be something that you can kind of put yourself into. And also another reason why this is meaningful to me is that this is our first year as PCN Singing Heads, and it ran so well for us this year, and I'm glad it turned out the way it did.
This year's PCN really allows me to appreciate my Filipino-American culture, and I get to showcase my love and passion for my culture with others.
Yeah, and PCN is really, I think, speaking for all of us here, it's a time of pride and celebration for our culture, and I'm really excited to be doing this with this cast this year.
This PCN means a lot to me. It's my last PCN, and I was able to land a lead role. It's a little bit tougher because she's one of the characters that I've never been able to play, so it's a challenge to be mean and like strict when I'm not really that way in life, but I think the acting heads have done a great job in shaping us to be a good version of the character for you guys to enjoy during the show.
This PCN is one that's very special to me because I'm now acting. It's my first year acting and dancing, and I think I've come a long way in doing it, and also that it is my queer's last PCN, so this is kind of for him because he kind of brought me out of my shell, out of my comfort zone, so I want just to show him that and show him what I got, show you guys what I got.
This year's PCN to me really reflects the internal struggles that we face as Filipino Americans and just the way that our different cultures kind of play into our self-perception. To me, this really resonates with me because our understanding of ourselves is really, it's really rooted in the way that we were raised and the environment that we were raised in. And our show kind of presents some of those struggles and frustrations in trying to find out who we are and where we belong, and just the ways that our family's support and unconditional love can really guide us in the right direction.
First of all, the show is called Liwanag, which means light. And for me, I think, when I think of light, I think of chance and hope. And I think being a senior, this is my last chance and last opportunity to do what I can and do what I love. So I think it speaks volumes for me, being my first time in acting and at the same time the last time doing it. And just leaving my heart out on the stage for everyone and for my family and friends to see it.